Okay. Today I'm giving you recaps and updates of the 121st through the 130th products I reviewed here at Freakin' Reviews, so let's get started. Oh, hi there. I didn't notice you. This is completely an unstaged scene here, but I was just vacuuming my car with the Emoji Crumby, which is the 121st item I reviewed. Now, this is not supposed to be some high-end vacuum. It's for small spills, and I've actually found that it does pretty well. Now, why am I out here in my car for this update? Because my original review was kind of a fun time doing some Taco Bell crumbs. Check that out. A couple cinnamon twists. Now, remember, I'm going to try to eat these as sloppily as I can. All right. Oh, well, who needs a wrapper when you're trying to be sloppy, right? But I think that did a pretty good job for something that can fit in the glove box. Well, what do you think, huh? Not only did it clean it off, but it also brushed some of the hair off of the chair, so I think that did a pretty good job. So in the end, I think the Emoji Crumby is a good product. This is Points of Light, the 122nd product that I reviewed. Now this is actually the Halloween version, but I was actually able to use it throughout Christmas time because I could find colors like this, the red and green, that kind of matched anyways. I think it held up pretty well. A couple things to point out. First of all, I do not like the base. The base seems like you have to really tighten a lot or it kind of falls over. And the other thing is that if you lose the remote, you really have no control over it. So it might turn on, but it's just going to cycle through. So those two things aside, it did hold up well. I didn't have any outages with the light bulbs or anything, so I think it worked pretty much as I expected it to. Now, when I did my original review, I did notice some flickering, which once I got it kind of set in place, it stopped doing that. What is that, Bailey? She's very interested in that. Well, she's interested in how it changed too. But the flickering really stopped after I kind of just left it in one location, so that really wasn't a problem. I think the flickering happened when I was moving around more often. There's a Christmas version also out. Again, this is the Halloween version. So here's a few scenes from my original Points of Light review. Now, one thing I've noticing is it has a very wide projection range. I mean, look how wide that is. That covers the entire house, one shot. I kind of like it. I like the extreme angle of projection, how wide that is. I'm just cycling through right now. You can see what they all look like. It seems like it's adding more colors as I go. Once you get it in place with the cheap stand, and once you get it stop flickering, it's pretty cool. This is Restore 4, the 123rd product that I reviewed. Now this is a phosphoric acid that I actually use the entire bottle of, so I have left of this box. Now I found that it worked really well on shower doors, shower floors, but you have to use a little more elbow grease than they kind of indicate in the advertising. The only other problem I found with this is that there's kind of a chemical smell to it, and they say to use it in a ventilated area. So some people may not like that for safety reasons. They might pick a cheaper alternative like vinegar and lemon, or hydrogen peroxide and baking soda. But if you use it, I think you're gonna like it. Here's some scenes from my original Restore 4 review. Oh wow, look at that. That's a lot different than when I had it diluted with water. See that? All right, there it is. It's been sitting for a couple minutes. I'm gonna try just wiping that off. That would take a lot of scrubbing typically, and I just wiped it right off. No scrubbing. Hey, where I sprayed it directly, it came right off. You could use it for that, I think. I'm not sure if it would be bad to get on your actual tire itself. This is Vino Pop, the 124th item I reviewed. Now it's a wine bottle opener, which you're supposed to put on the bottle, pump it a few times, and the cork magically pops out. Now I thought that it was kind of inconsistent. Sometimes it worked that way, and sometimes my hand would get tired from trying to get the cork out. I'm not really sure it worked better than or even as well as an old-fashioned corkscrew like this. Here's some scenes from my original Vino Pop review. Well, it got halfway out. Come on, it can't be that bad. I'm gonna get assertive now. Whoa! I'm doing this with one hand, which maybe it's a bad idea. Oh, look at that. Oh. So in the end, I think the Vino Pop is kind of a cool idea. It might be a cool gift idea, but I wouldn't expect it to work consistently every time. With that said, the bonus I got with it, the foil cutter actually works very well. I use it every time I open a bottle of wine now, so at least I got something kind of useful out of it. This is the Power Air Fryer Oven. Now, most of the questions that people had for me, I answered in my second video for that, which I'll link above. But to me, this is more of a small convection oven than an actual air fryer. That said, I found that it worked very well. The only problem is sometimes when you fill it up with a lot of food, maybe the top trays cook faster than bottom trays, so you have to kind of rotate them. But I actually found a lot of uses for it. The only problem is that once I got the Rangemate Pro, this kind of took a back seat because that, I think, is the more versatile item. But this is definitely a good item as long as you realize that it's more of an oven than an air fryer. Here's some scenes from my original Power Air Fryer Oven review. Oh, they're crisp. Oh, these feel like croutons to me. Okay, there's a big difference between this top rack and this one. Yay! 20 minutes. Didn't have to stir it, just turn it on and walked away. No need to flip. How cool is that? Very cool. All right, this is Clear Zone, the 126th item I reviewed. It's a, as seen on TV, blind spot mirror. Now, I had some problems installing it on my other car. It actually scratched the top of it, which I wasn't too happy about. I put it on this car, and it does work, but I find it kind of shakes a lot when I'm driving around. So I think it's not a bad product, but it's certainly not a perfect solution. Here are some clips from my original Clear Zone review. And I end up scratching it. So this is kind of, I like the way the car looks. I don't like the way that mirror looks. I can see from the side of my car all the way to the other side of the other lane, so there is no blind spot looking in the Clear Zone. I do like that about it. And you'll see it go into my blind spot at some point, but the Clear Zone does show the truck still. All right, this is the Gotham Steel Smokeless Grill. Note I said smoke less, not smokeless, because it does still smoke when you put food on there. Now they have a drip tray that you can put water in that might minimize some of the smoke that comes off of drippings, but it's still gonna smoke. The other problem I have is that the surface, when exposed to high heat, seems like it degrades, and you can't really soak this in water, so you have to scrub it, which further degrades the surface. I found the griddle was a little bit more useful. I could do things like pancakes, which doesn't require as high a heat, so that seems like it was a better option for me. The grill itself, I hope maybe they come out with another version in the future that fixes some of those problems, because it's a good idea, but I don't really like the implementation of it. But here's a few scenes from my original Gotham Steel Smokeless Grill review. Smokeless. So let's flip this over. Oh, that looks good. A couple pieces of residue that I'm having a hard time getting off. I've tried hot water, I've tried scrubbing it with a sponge, paper towel. I'm kind of using my fingernail right now. The two things to consider on this grill are how much does it smoke, and in this case, not much. On the steak, not as much as a pan. The hamburgers, also not as much as a grill. The other thing to consider is the nonstick surface. I mean, as you can see, it's not quite as perfect as they show in the advertising. This is the Shark IonFlex. It's a vacuum that's advertised on weekend infomercials. I've been pretty happy with it. There's a few minor limitations. The battery life, especially when you use it on the max mode, is very short. Otherwise, it gives about 20 minutes. And the other problem is I have to cut pet hair off the roller, which that's kind of a pain. But otherwise, it does a really good job. I'm pretty happy with it. What's up, Bailey? Okay, Bailey, sit. Good girl. So here's a few scenes from my original Shark IonFlex review. Okay, we left some behind. Oh, that did very nice. Oh, we got some left. Oh, yeah. Oh! She's using a razor blade to cut through this. Now this isn't metal, so I have to be careful. Do you like that, Bailey? This is Motion Brite, yet another motion and light activated as seen on TV light. Now I put this in here at the end of November, and the batteries are still working. Of course, the batteries only get used a couple times a day, but I think it's held up pretty well. Now I had an underlight over here, which I put back there, and the batteries kept dying on that one, so I'm actually much happier with the Motion Brite. Its batteries seem to last longer. But here are a few clips from my original Motion Brite review. Oh, it turned on. Very nice. Oh, well, that wasn't as impressive. That was only about maybe 10 feet away. I was hoping it would turn on a little bit farther out. Now let's see if it works. Oh, it worked. What do you think, Bailey? You like that? I don't think she likes it. Ah, that's better. The 130th product I reviewed is the clapper. This is the classic Ask-It-On TV product that allows you to use sound to turn on one or two different items with this outlet. 2 claps for the first item, 3 claps for the second. Now, I've been using this ever since my review was posted, and it does work pretty much as advertised, but there's been certain situations where it's a little bit inconvenient. For example, I have 2 lights controlled with it, but sometimes I forget which one might be 2 or 3, and if only one light is on, I might accidentally turn that one off, and vice versa, so it becomes a lot of clapping to just control a couple devices. Now that's probably not so bad if it's in an inconvenient location like the plug is under your bed, but something like this, it really didn't work out too well. Overall, I think it actually pretty much works as advertised, which is probably why it's been around for so long. But here's a few scenes from my original clapper review. I'm using this hand to hold it. I'm going to try just slapping my leg. Now the 2-clap lamp. Okay, so what we're going to do now is get Daisy to bark and see if that lamp turns on. Good girl. Oh, it turned on again. Hey, it worked. As you can see, there's kind of a wide range of what worked and what didn't in this group of products. I would say if I had to pick a favorite of these, I would go with the Power Air Fryer Oven. It's the one I've probably used the most. Even though I don't use it quite as much as I did when I first got it, I still think it's a pretty good item. The Emoji Crumby is on the cheaper end of the scale of items that I also like, but some of these other ones, not so much. I'll link my original reviews in the description below, along with a link if you want to buy into these products. Have you used any of these products? Tell me what you think in the comments below. Please follow my social profiles for progress pictures, videos, and occasional updates of older products as I go. And please subscribe for more reviews from me, James White, with Freakin' Reviews. Today I'm giving you recaps and updates of the 121st to the 130th products I reviewed here in The battery, I think, lasts a long time as you don't use it on the max mode. Come on, Bailey, get out of here. Come on, Bailey, go, get, Bailey, go on.